Hi, good evening. We have a couple of families that we're waiting for. There's a little bit of traffic out there, so we're going to give them a few more minutes for them to get here. So thank you. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much, and we're getting ready to get started. I ask you that if you could please stand, and we are going to be presenting the colors. Honor Guard, present the colors.
All uniform personnel, honor guard, all team, forward, march. Mark time, mark. Detail, hold. Left, face. Present, move.
I'd like to ask our incoming fire chief to please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right hand on your chest. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, move.
Honor Guard, please retire the colors.
Right, face. Forward, march.
This time I'd like to ask Father Roberto Cid to please give us the invocation.
Let us pray. God of mercy and love, as we gather to honor the service of the Miami Beach Fire Department and celebrate achievement, we bless you. We give you thanks for the many blessings that you bestow upon us. We ask you to continue to pour out your abundant graces on the men and women of the Miami Beach Fire Department. You teach us that what you do to the least of our brothers and sisters we do to you. Help us to see your face in those whom we are called to serve. We ask this in your most holy name, which is above every other name. Amen.
Thank you, Father. Please have a seat. On behalf of the City of Miami Beach Fire Department, I would like to welcome all of you to our promotional and medal presentation ceremony. With us today are some very important guests that I would like to acknowledge. First with us is Mayor Stephen Miner, Commissioner, Vice Mayor Laura Dominguez, Commissioner David Suarez, and we have the aides of Commissioner Tanya Bott, Alex Fernandez, Joseph Magazine, and Commissioner Kristen Rosen-Gonzalez. At this time, I'd like to ask our mayor to please come up and share with us a few words.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you all for being here. So I've told this story before, but in October, shortly after Israel suffered its literally worst day in its history, I had a campaign event in South Beach running for mayor, and about 10:30 at night, I got a call from Captain Adonis Garcia. It was a little late. I was kind of concerned something happened in our city. And he told me something was one of the most moving moments I've had in my life, let alone as an elected official. He told me that a number of firefighters I may get emotional, were volunteering to go to Israel to help whatever way they can, to supplement as most of the adults were being called into active service in the Army. I couldn't believe how blessed I felt at that moment to be part of a city, I was a commissioner at the time, that is their reaction. That is their reaction. We're talking about individuals, for the most part, not Jewish, but they recognize when people are in need. They recognize good versus evil, and there's no mistaking and blurring those lines. Because, oh boy, we're living in a society that tries to blur those lines. We saw it yesterday at our commission meeting. There's no blurring lines here. And I'm blessed that our fire department and our city recognized that and supported and embraced that mission that they took. Because there's a lot of behind the scenes. We had to figure out how to, and that's one of the reasons Captain Adonis Garcia was calling me, how do we facilitate this? There's a lot going on in Israel at the time. Who do we speak to? The city needed to come through and cover the insurance. There's a risk involved. Not every city would do that. Our city did. Our administration did it. Our commission did it. And it's a testament to who we are as a city, what we believe in, what's good, how do we help people. Obviously, we do that every day for our residents, and that's what we strive to do, but we are extending our hand to those in need. And there have been other examples in other parts of the country, of the world, where our fire department has done the same. But this one really hit home to me. So thank you for that. And it's a special moment as we celebrate the promotion of a number of our bravest. And I'm glad to be part of it. And yesterday we had a nice celebration as we celebrated Chief Virgil Fernandez, celebrating Deputy Chief and soon to be sworn in Chief Digna Abello. It was a celebration. It was a celebration. And today's a celebration too. It's a celebration to all our firefighters, certainly the ones who actually went to Israel. Put yourselves on the line. Put your families all at risk. But it also highlights what you do every single day. And our residents appreciate it. It's risk. It's risk, whether it be a fire, whether it be EMS, lifeguards. And we are so blessed to have really the preeminent fire department in the country. And I'm so proud to be here. I'm so proud to be here with all of you. God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Also with us today is our interim city manager, Ms. Raquel Williams, deputy city manager, Mr. Eric Carpenter, and assistant city manager, Mark Taxes. I'd like to ask my boss, our city manager, to come and please share a few words with us.
Thank you, Chief. It's my privilege to serve as interim city manager in a city that invests in public safety like no other. We have a fire department that is world class. We have a police department that's top tier, and I couldn't be more proud. Before we commend all of those firefighters who will be promoted today or who will receive an award, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank all the families here today. Families, please stand and be recognized. We know the sacrifices that you make to allow these firefighters to serve with distinction, and we don't take that for granted. To our firefighters being promoted today and receiving an award, thank you for your exemplary service to our city. Thank you to our mayor and city commissioners who always support the administration, the fire department, our police department, and all of our employees. And you help us do what we do well. So thank you for your leadership and your support. Today, I also want to acknowledge our outgoing fire chief. After completing 42 years in the fire service, you deserve to be able to retire and enjoy your family, your growing family. And so I want to thank you personally for everything that you've done for our city over the past 10 years and for our community for over 40 years. I also want to acknowledge our new fire chief, appointed unanimously by our city commission, Digna Bello. Digna will be a wonderful leader for our department. She inspires me daily, and I know that our fire department and every member of our community is in good hands. So thanks again for this opportunity, Chief, to just say a few words, and congratulations to everyone being promoted or receiving an award today. Thank you.
We also have with us today our police chief, Wayne Jones, and members of his command staff. Chief, thank you for being here with us. And I've seen several department directors, and I want to thank you for being here with us too. We enjoy a lot of the success that we enjoy in the fire department is a direct reflection of the support that we get not only from our brothers in the police department, our brothers and sisters in the police department, but our brothers and sisters that work in every single department in this city. I'd like to recognize if there's any active members of other departments, if they could please stand so that we can acknowledge them. Thank you for your service, and I'd also like to recognize the members of our fire department who are here today with us. These are men and women that this morning woke up, put on their uniform, and like we do in many, many places around the country and around this world, and they said, if anything happens in our community today, it's okay, we got it. So we thank you for your service. I want to recognize members of our staff, and I'll ask them to please get up when I mention their name. And today is a pretty neat day for me. It's going to be my last on one thing, but it's going to be my first on a couple of things. Obviously, this will be the last official act that I perform as Miami Beach's chief. And it has been nothing but a tremendous honor to serve this community. You know, the support that we not only get from our elected officials, but our residents, our businesses, the other departments that I mentioned before. I couldn't be prouder to work for this city. I said it yesterday, I'm in awe of the dedication and commitment of every single member that works for this city, not only the uniform members, but every single member of this department. And so, Madam Manager, Deputy Manager, and Assistant City Manager, I thank you for leading not only the fire department, but the entire Miami Beach team. Of course, I'm a little biased, and I do want to appreciate the incredible work that the Miami Beach firefighters do every day, along with our brothers and sisters in blue. So I'd like to introduce you to our staff, and this is one of my first. I'll be introducing another fire chief that's supposed to be where I'm at. So I'd like to introduce to you Fire Chief Digna Bello. Deputy Chief Juan Mestas. Rescue Division Chief Jorge Linares. Training Division Chief Victor White. Fire Prevention Division Chief Juan Mezoso, our Fire Marshal. And getting promoted, although he's already been promoted, Ocean Rescue Division Chief Jason Casanova. Division Chief C Shift Chief Jesus Sola. Shift Division Chief Alan Lopez. Our Communications Administrator Lazaro Guerra. And you met our chaplain, Father Sid. Thank you very much, and I thank the staff over the last 10 years. You guys and gals have been extremely solid, and a lot of the success that the department enjoys is a direct reflection of your leadership and the things that you bring to the table to make sure that they get pushed. So thank you for everything you've done for me and for the department. We are pleased that you could join us to celebrate this very special occasion. Today we recognize members of our department who have been promoted to a higher level of authority and responsibility. We're also here to honor members of our department for their courage and dedication to service. These members of our department that are being recognized today are the leaders and future leaders of our department. When I see the resolve and commitment, I can safely say the department is in great hands and will be turned over to great leaders in the future. Our mission statement states that the Miami Beach Fire Department is a team of dedicated professionals whose mission is to provide our residents and visitors with the highest level of safety and security through the delivery of fire suppression, emergency medical services, disaster response, ocean rescue, fire prevention, public education, and public safety communications. Our mission statement cannot merely become buzzwords we use, but instead an action plan that we live by. As leaders, we must always remember that our actions speak so much louder than our words. We must ensure that our actions model the behavior we expect of our members. We must also remember that it is our obligation and responsibility to make a difference in the lives of the people that we touch and the lives of the people that we lead. Let us make it our resolve to build on the success of the great men and women that came before us and leave our department better than we found it. Those that have entrusted us with this great responsibility deserve no less. Today, we especially want to recognize and honor the families and friends of those being honored for your support, your unending care, and your unconditional love. Many times, it is your encouragement that helps us get through some of the most difficult moments in our careers and helps us put things in proper perspective. It is your unbiased viewpoint that helps keep us well-grounded. Not only do your loved ones thank you, the City of Miami Beach and the City of Miami Beach Fire Department family thanks you for all your sacrifices. Today's ceremony is also to recognize you. So when we call up your loved one to pin the badge, they will have somebody that they've asked me to call out, but anybody that wants to come and pin the badge, you're welcome to come over. This is your day too. So we will get started with the pinning of the badges, and I'll ask Chief Abello to come up and please help me. And our first promotee is from the Public Safety Communications Division. Tracy Cadet joined the department on June 30th, 2002. She was promoted to Communications Operator on May 14th, 2012. She was promoted to Communications Supervisor on June 15th, 2015, and promoted to Communications Manager on March 13th, 2023. Please join me in congratulating Tracy Cadet. And to pin her badge is our Administrator, Lazaro Guerra. Our next promotee is from the Fire Prevention Bureau, Thomas Armstrong. Thomas joined Tom joined the fire department as a fire protection analyst on May 3rd, 2004. He was promoted to senior fire protection analyst on April 11th, 2022. Promoted to technical assistant to the fire marshal on April 22nd, 2024. Please join me in congratulating Thomas Armstrong. Our next promotee is Richard Quintela. Richard joined the department on October 24th, 2005, was promoted to fire lieutenant on June 2nd, 2014, and promoted to fire captain on January 31st, 2024. Pinning his badge will be his wife, Lina Quintela. Please join me in congratulating Captain Quintela. Next promotee is David Sola. David joined the fire department on March 12, 2012, was promoted to fire lieutenant on January 15th, 2018, and was promoted to fire captain on November 10th, 2023. Pinning his badge will be his grandmother, Mrs. Juana Sola. Please join me in congratulating Captain David Sola. Wait a second. Did you get it?
Viste, viste.
Our next promotee is Joseph Fernandez. Joe joined the fire department on January 23rd, 2017, was promoted to fire lieutenant on October 1st, 2023. Pinning his badge will be fiancee Kimberly Rodriguez. And I ask you to please join me in congratulating Lieutenant Joseph Fernandez. Our next promotee is Claudio Navas. Claudio joined the fire department on December 2nd, 2002, and was promoted to fire lieutenant on October 1st, 2023. Pinning his badge will be his father, Jose Navas. Please join me in congratulating Lieutenant Navas. Our next promotee is Christopher Rojas. Chris joined the fire department on April 6, 2015, and was promoted to fire lieutenant on November 10th, 2023. Pinning his badge will be his dad and his brother, Rick Rojas, one who served Miami-Dade County and one who is currently serving as a chief for Miami-Dade County. If they could please join us, please join me in congratulating Lieutenant Rojas. And thank you, Mrs. Rojas. She serves as one of our members of the school board. Thank you for your service. Our next promotee is Jason Casanova from the Ocean Rescue Division. Jason joined the fire department on November 27th, 2006. Was promoted to lifeguard 2 on June 2nd, 2014. Was promoted to lifeguard lieutenant on April 30th, 2018. Promoted to operations supervisor on January 20th, 2020. And promoted to ocean rescue chief on June 1st, 2023. Pinning his badge will be his wife, Joanna. Please join me in congratulating Chief Casanova. gave him the trick jacket.
Yeah.
Our next promotee is Gerald Faulkner. Jerry joined the fire department on May 23rd, 1994. He was promoted to lifeguard 2 on February 1st, 2001. Promoted to lifeguard lieutenant on March 3rd, 2005. Promoted to operations supervisor on April 30th, 2018. And promoted to ocean rescue deputy chief on July 17th, 2023. Pinning his badge will be his wife, Rhonda. Please join me in congratulating Deputy Chief Faulkner. Our next promotee is Giovanni Vidal. Giovanni joined the fire department on September 7, 2015, was promoted to lifeguard 2 on August 31st, 2020, and promoted to operations supervisor on June 9th, 2023. Pinning his badge will be his wife, Kristen. Please join me in congratulating operations supervisor Giovanni Vidal. Our next promotee is Lucas Bocanegra. Lucas joined the fire department on June 13, 2005, was promoted to lifeguard 2 on June 2, 2014, promoted to lifeguard lieutenant on April 3, 2017, and promoted to operations supervisor on July 17, 2023. Please join me in congratulating operations supervisor Lucas Bocanegra, who will be pinned by his wife, Brittany, and their son, Nico. Promoted chief of the house, Nico. At this time, I'd like to ask our mayor to please join me in presenting some medals. Today, our department is honoring 8 members of the department and awarding them with the Medal of Valor. This is the highest medal that I have awarded in my 19 years as a fire chief. So it's one of my first, and it's one that I do with an incredible amount of honor and respect for the men who stood up after the attacks on October 7th. The Medal of Valor is awarded by the fire chief to a uniformed member of the department or a civilian who has distinguished him or herself conspicuously by bravery and courage at the risk of his or her life when above and beyond the call of duty while in performing his or her duties and responsibilities at the scene of an emergency incident on or off duty. On October 7th, 2023, Hamas terrorists waged the deadliest attack on our Jewish brothers and sisters since the Holocaust. We all saw in horror as the news came in describing the atrocities that were being committed. As a result of these attacks, many of the Israeli firefighters were called to military service in order to defend their country. This created a tremendous void in their first response and firefighting capabilities. Fire Captain Adonis Garcia immediately started to explore ways our department could assist our brother and sister firefighters. After working out the details and assistance from our Jewish community, including Michelle Berger from the mayor's office, the Miami Jewish Federation, Temple Beth Shalom, Rabbi Pomerantz, a plan was put into place to backfill at the Israeli fire stations. Our last step was to get approval from our city commission. Our city commission approved and reassured the firefighters and their families that if their loved ones were injured or killed while assisting, that it would be considered in the line of duty. On November 6, 2023, 8 Miami Beach firefighters left for Israel to assist. Fortunately, they safely returned home after 2 weeks on November 19, 2023. In speaking to them, they shared that the experience was a life-changing experience. It is with great pride and honor that I award the Medal of Valor to the following personnel. Again, that I know of, this is the first time that firefighters are sent into a war zone to assist other firefighters. I am extremely proud of the men and women that responded, and they're being recognized today again with the Medal of Valor. I'd like to first call up Deputy Fire Chief Juan Mestas. Next, I'd like to call up Captain David Garcia. I'd like to call up next Captain Javier Rivero. Next, I'd like to call up Captain Doug Thompson. Next, I'd like to call up Lieutenant V. Hirsch. And next, I'd like to call up Firefighter Carlos Lang. And with us not today, he was on vacation and he is out of town, is Lieutenant Gibby, who also went to Israel. And finally, I'd like to call up the person who came up with the idea of helping in Israel, Captain Adonis Garcia.
Thank you, everyone. Just very briefly, I'd like to get the other people that deserve these awards is the families. That there was a lot of tears that went on, and while we were gone. So all the families of the people that went, please stand up. Come on, stand up. And let me just also say that none of this could have happened also without the cooperation of the best fire chief I've ever worked with in my entire life. And with unconditional support, always there. I had a million questions. But I won't forget the night that I did call you, Mayor. I get emotional too thinking about it, because even when I asked you about coming to this ceremony, I'm looking at you, we're getting emotional together, because it's a very, it was a very difficult task. I think we'd gladly do it again. And it couldn't have been for a better cause. I saw people who were attacked without doing anything, and it broke my heart. And this is not a religious thing, it's not a Jewish thing or a Christian thing, it was just the right thing. And I will never, ever forget this in all my years of service. It was my proudest moment. And I thank you all for putting up with it, and thank you for the award, Chief.
So right before I conclude and ask everybody that before we just, I hear traffic is really bad, so we're better off staying here, at least for the pictures. And I'll ask the promotees to please come up, and I'll ask the our Medal of Valor recipients to please come up. There's some thank yous here. I'd like to thank Yadi, Kristen, Yessie, all those that made sure that we had the programs ready and made this happen. Thank you very much for all your help. I always forget to thank them, and I made sure 'cause every promotional ceremony, I go up to them later and I go, I forgot to thank you, but none of this could happen if it weren't for all the work that they've put in, and they've been putting in some work for the last couple of weeks. You know, in closing, wow, what an honor. I get to, my last act is to promote some incredible individuals in every division of the fire department. I get to honor, with the highest honor that we could give a firefighter, the Medal of Valor. I get to honor them and recognize them for their incredible effort. So while it is a little bittersweet leaving, I like to think of it that I'm happy I was here. And that's what I'm going to remember, is the incredible experiences that everybody here has given me, and the great honor to serve in a city that wherever you go in the world, you know who Miami Beach is, anywhere in the world. And if you don't, you probably live under a rock. But anyway, but it has been an incredible honor, and to know that one of the persons that's been working side by side with me, putting in all the time, working, whether we were out there in spring break, Memorial, whatever the occasion, is always there by my side. Chief Abello, I couldn't be prouder that the department is being turned over to an incredible leader, an incredible firefighter, an incredible administrator, and I mentioned it before, I think she's going to take the department to places where I could have never even dreamed of. So congratulations to you, Chief. Mr. Mayor, Ms. Vice Mayor, my bosses, our city manager, our deputy manager, and our assistant city manager. What a privilege to work for all of you. Your dedication, you know, I mentioned it before, I've always believed that it's your actions that speak so much louder than your words. If you never say another word, you've said enough by your actions, and I mean that for all of you. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I hear the traffic is getting a little better, but I'd like to ask those that got promoted to please come up so we can take a picture, and then we're going to take a picture with the honorees.